Hi Libra, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you are already familiar with this space, then you already know what to expect, so welcome back. So glad to be interacting with your energy again. But if you are new to this channel, then welcome in. Please feel safe to be yourself wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. This is a non-judgmental zone. We're just here to love on you and to accept you for wherever you are. But please leave better than you came, okay? Like this video, share it with your friends and family if you feel like somebody else also needs to hear the message and feel uplifted and or empowered. But also subscribe if you enjoy my energy and turn the post notifications on so you're made aware as soon as I upload a video. As I was shuffling the cards, at the bottom of the deck, it started out with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles being at the bottom. And then I cut the cards once and then I kept shuffling. And then I saw the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it kind of feels like a little cat and mouse game that you are playing with somebody here. You have the Hangman in reverse that came out, followed by the Six of Cups and the Five of Swords. Okay. Wow, some game. Some game. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups flipped over. Okay, I'll take them. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. What? Let's clarify. Okay. Clarified the Eight of Cups, and I got the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Libra. It's like by some strange, not even strange, how do I even want to say this? So the cat and mouse game isn't something that you're necessarily doing intentionally. It's just like you keep missing this person. And the reason for it is either because of something that happens in your reality or this person's reality. And what they choose to focus on here. So let's say, okay, one of the things that you've had to transcend or overcome in this lifetime was a vice that you had, right? And I'm only saying that because I see the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands, two eights here. So anyway, and your vice is smoking. Let's just say you like smoking cigarettes or weed or just any other substance here. But you get to a point then where it's like, okay. You stop, you quit cold turkey, which then puts you in vibrational alignment with the person that has already been sober, or maybe just the person that you're meant to partner with on some level was never into, the whole nightlife scene, drugs and drinking or any of that, and so you become more of a vibrational alignment with that person, and you guys are on track to meet. Say that you just go randomly, someday you feel inspired to go to Starbucks to get a coffee or whatever, and you're there and you're ordering, this person is on their way in, but then you go outside and you take a smoke break. So now this person walks into the cafe, and instead of you just being there waiting for your order to be ready, they're already in there, they've taken their order. And by the time you come back inside from your smoke break, they're leaving the cafe and you're going to pick up your drink. So it's like you're missing each other by somebody doing something like that to fuck it up. Or again, it's somebody like in the external environment that maybe trying to drive a wedge. They kind of know like, okay, I get the sense that this person is moving on. So it can be somebody that they were karmically tied to. And so for some reason, they just feel the need to go back. There's something about that connection that they just have a hard time letting go of with this Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups that's here. And so it keeps them in that energetic field, right? That low vibration. So then when you're all good and well and doing fine and you're ready for that connection, your person can't come because they're still trying to wrap that up. You know what I mean? So it's things that keep happening like that is what I'm getting, which is turning it into a cat and mouse game. But I feel like you guys at this point, you're sick and tired. So you're in a period where you're assessing some things. You have fully surrendered here. Because with the Hangman upright, it's still talking about somebody that needs to surrender for the greater good. But with it being reversed, I'm definitely feeling like you guys have reached that, you know, that nirvana, or you had that aha moment already. And so you guys with the Six of Cups and this Five of Swords, it's like, you know that you're meant to be with someone special, and you have no problem waiting, but you sort of have a problem waiting, because it's like, how long is too long? You know, if your person or your counterpart, and maybe for some of you guys, you're already familiar with them, with this Three of Pentacles that I clarified with the Eight of Cups that's in reverse here. So you can have already been involved with them to some degree, but you just know that they're not doing their part to really bring this connection together. Then that's where the question comes in of, how long is too long? How long am I expected to wait for this person? If they feel comfortable with what they're doing, you know, they seem like they are happy where they're at, and it's not upon you to really force somebody out of that sooner than they're prepared for it, because that can later lead to resentment, you know, in the connection. Or it can just lead to other, I don't want to say catastrophic events, but you do have the Nine of Wands that's here and the Queen of Swords, but it could just lead to more disasters than are necessary. So I definitely feel like you guys are in that mode of just wishing and hoping. But at the same time, if that person does not want to get themselves together, then being open to calling in another person that can really serve in their place and do a damn good job as a substitute here. Or maybe some of you guys, this person isn't actually your soulmate. This is somebody that you karmically are tied to, that you're familiar with, and that's who you feel that you want, because that's who you feel is supposed to really help you fulfill your destiny with this Five of Swords here, or to help you build your reputation. Because, you know, the 5 is half of 10, and 10 is the career that one grows into. 10 is one's reputation and status. 10 is also about like friendship and brotherhood to a different degree than what Aquarius's house speaks about. But so that's what I'm getting at here with that. Like, somebody that is supposed to help you, somebody that you feel gave you good ideas. And so maybe that was the thing. You guys had pretty stimulating conversation, and you feel like this person gave you great insights for some of the things that you can do on a professional level that helps you acquire some level of stability, but then that will put you in a position where you feel like you're at a place where you can provide for a counterpart, and through that and them helping you, you form that attachment, because then you're just like, well, you're the one that helped me, so I'm breaking bread with the person that was starving with me. You know what I mean? And that type of relationship. So on a little level, you can say that that's trauma bonding a little bit, because you feel like you want to take that person with you. But what if they're not meant to go where you're going, right? What if that's why there's always friction and you guys can't ever see eye to eye, or you always just feel lonely even in the presence of this person, right? What are the truths of the matter with this Five of Swords here? Let's get real. Especially with Mercury stationing retrograde, Libra, this is a period of review. Saturn is all about conservatism, you know. Doesn't like things in excess. Be just very clear and simple. So shoot straight with your feelings and recognizing, yeah, there was some good in the situation, but was there more good than trouble? And if there was constantly trouble, of course it takes two to tango, right? And both of you had some involvement in that. But if you know it's more so coming from the other person and just where they're at energetically, you can't sit in that because it's contagious. For some of you though, this person has done the work. You know, they have looked within. Definitely at a point where they know right from wrong with this Five of Swords energy. They understand laws and principles of things. But where they're stuck right now, as far as communication, if you're not having any, is them having to admit that you were right about something, or you having to admit something and give credit where it's due. So a small pride issue here. But whatever it is, it's nothing that can't get worked through. Kind of like what came up for Virgos, though I'm not seeing too much of that energy here. Can't be dealing with one. But I'm not seeing too much that is negative. Other than, again, maybe one owns thoughts and beliefs. And again, in not being honest about the person that you're reminiscing about, that maybe was always playing the field, you know, and just kind of kept you on retainer and was kind of using you for convenience and not real love, a loving connection, or for what they can get out of you, or for how maybe you could help them climb the social ladder. If I'm speaking with a Libra that has a little bit of status and like a reputation, kind of popular on some sort of network or platform, then this person was just trying to hop on the bandwagon. Some of you guys, you're dealing with that and healing from that. But some of you guys, those that understand their value, you're moving away from that into your actual soulmate and real partner. But are you going to hold any of your past against them? Okay? And make it seem like everybody's the same? Or will you actually be brave enough with the Knight of Wands to explore this new connection and give them a proper chance and be unbiased? Because Swords energy can come through as somebody that is biased here. I feel like Libra, but Virgo is coming through. So again, you might be dealing with Virgo or have a Virgo placement. But you need somebody that's going to challenge you and also hold you accountable. So I feel like those are some key elements that maybe were missing before, that now you realize, like, yeah, I need that. I need to feel stimulated by this person. They need to have an idea of what it is that they want for themselves, what it is that they want to achieve, and how it is that they can contribute to this relationship, where it's a win-win situation with this Three of Pentacles. This is very collaborative energy here, or you're just in that spirit of coming out of hermit mode and isolation and feeling like you have to do everything by yourself, or feeling like the martyr all the time, or that state of victimhood, and feeling like everything's always just so hard on you, into a place where you're more at ease with yourself and your identity, who you are, and what it is that you believe in, and the things that you speak on, and the things that you speak for. I don't know how I want to word that. And you are finding relationships that aren't romantic, but that are still just as fulfilling emotionally. Okay, so it's filling that sort of void, but in a more healthy manner. So yeah, all relationships are good, and maybe yes, you do need to be in a relationship, but what if it's a working relationship right now and not a loving relationship for those that are single? Can you be okay? Okay? Okay, you know that that person is still a work in progress, and they will, again, align with you when it's time, but not a second before then, okay? Same thing with you. If you know that you are more of a work in progress right now, and there are other things that you have going on that you want to have more of a handle on before you progress forward into that dynamic, that type of dynamic, serious relationship, then that is what is happening here, and it looks good. You choosing yourself will always be the best option. You figuring out how you can stand alone in the midst of being of service to those in your environment, including those that you may partner with on a sexual romantic level, is always a good idea. Always reserving the same amount of things that you give out for yourself, if not a little bit more. That's why they always advise that when you start a business for yourself and you get paid, that you pay yourself first before moving out. That's why they always advise on the airplanes that you put your oxygen mask on before you start assisting other people, because what good are you if you're dead? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I have, Libra. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But again, if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and your soul until you see me again. Ciao.